back in this thing. Top of the morning. It's crazy. I woke up this morning and something was on my spirit to talk about. This was on my spirit. And I don't know who needs to hear it, but I'm talking to somebody. It's time for you to cut them off, man. It's time for you to cut them off. You've been waiting too long. You've been suffering. They've been taking advantage of you. They've been taking you for granted. You've been waiting for things to change, right? They've been draining your energy. A lot of you, I feel, been praying about this situation. You've been praying that this person change or or whatever. But I'm here to tell you it's time to cut them off, man. You see, a lot of times you got to do what's best for you because the other person, they're going to do what's best for them. They've been doing what's best for them, right? They haven't been taking your feelings into consideration at all whatsoever. So now it's time for you to take your own feelings into consideration and do what's best for you. See, it all starts with us. We have to protect our energy. It's a lot of energy vampires out here who they don't feel complete. They don't feel whole unless they drain it from somebody else, unless they sucking the life out of somebody else. So that's why it's very important. And I've been working on this myself, but it's very important that we pray for discernment. It's very important that we pray that we're able to weed out the snakes. Because sometimes it be the people closest to you. It be your family, your boyfriend or girlfriend, any people at your job, right? Your so-called friends. It be the main ones. They be the main ones that you got to cut off sometimes. And I'm not saying it's easy. Sometimes it may hurt a little bit. It may hurt. But what hurts worse? Just that little period of you having to cut somebody off, and then eventually you're going to get past that and live your life, or staying stuck in a situation where it's just stagnant. It's not going nowhere. It's been 7 years. Ain't nothing changed. Right? They say the definition of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. You keep waiting for this person to change over and over. They keep showing you who they are over and over. But yet you expecting a different result. See, when people show you who they are, what I've learned is that you really got to believe them. As much as you don't want to, as much as you like, nah, I'm going to give them another chance, or nah, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I know they could be better. I know they could change. See, that's what they bank on. See, a lot of times a person can tell when they could get away with a bunch of stuff with you because you're giving them the benefit of the doubt each time, right? You're giving them chance after chance after chance. So they know they don't have to change. You know what brings change? Pain. Pain brings change. Also prayer. But the other thing, pain. Because when everything going good, ain't nobody trying to change. Everything going too good. It's a party. Hey, chilling. But let that pain come. Right? Let you walk away and cut them off. Let them notice your absence. Let them notice all the things you used to do for them is no longer there. That's the only time people seem to want to change, is when they feel that pain. And this could go for anything, not just relationships, but it's like people got to hit rock bottom first in order to change. Right? So it's people close around me who, going through this where they're not putting themselves first. They're not putting themselves first. You putting everybody else first except for you. And then you wonder why you feel empty. Because you giving out everybody, you giving your energy out to everybody. And now you drained. Because you're not filling your own cup up. You got to fill your own cup up. And it's better to just love people from a distance sometimes. Because you know what they say? They say if you love somebody, you're able to let them go, right? You let them go. Sometimes you let them go. You let life, and you let them go. And if they come back, then hey, maybe you got something. But if they don't come back, then it was for your good. It was for your good. It's been times I prayed to God and I'm like, God, I need you to remove all the snakes. I need you to remove anybody around me that's not for me, that's trying to cause me harm. And guess what? He's removed family. He's removed girls who I was dating at the time. He's done all that. Then you look up like, oh, shoot. And God's like, hey, remember you said, remove all the snakes. So, hey. So, I always say you could be bad all by yourself. You don't need somebody that's making you sad all the time, mad all the time, make you doubt yourself, make you feel insecure. You don't need that. We do that on our own, on a daily basis. You don't need somebody else to do it, You don't. But it comes down to a lot of people are afraid to cut people off because they're afraid of being alone. And you can't be afraid of being alone, because when you're afraid of being alone, then that's when you accept any and everything. That's when people take advantage of you. That's when people run over you because they know you can't be alone. Right? They know you can't be alone. Some of us are attached to people. Right? Some of us have soul ties, but I'll say that for a different video. But it's a lot of soul ties that need to be broken as well. See, as soon as you get comfortable with being alone, being by yourself, as soon as you get comfortable with being in your own company, then you're not going to take no BS or no drama from nobody else. Because you have peace with yourself. See, you got to know yourself before you can know everybody else. You got to know how to read yourself, regulate your own emotions before you can read anybody else. If you're trying to distract yourself from your own traumas, your own thoughts, then of course you're going to keep running back to that same person, to these same people that's doing you wrong. Because you have no foundation. The foundation starts with you. You have to have that foundation. You have to build them roots first, so you can stand on your own 2 feet and not tolerate nothing. Because I promise you, you'll find out, to whoever I'm talking to, once you leave that situation where you're unhappy, once you leave that comfort zone that you think is comfortable, you'll find out you wasn't comfortable at all. You wasn't comfortable at all. So don't settle and cut people off, man. Don't cut yourself off from you. People cutting themselves off, losing their own identity. Don't cut yourself off. You cut them off. And I'm going to end it right there, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the next video.